At 2:17 a.m., the country of Argentina technically ran out of money. Again. Banks froze, phones lit up, markets panicked. People lost savings overnight. But here's the strange part. Argentina didn't disappear. Its government didn't shut down. Its flag didn't come down. If a normal person did what Argentina did, they'd be bankrupt. Court notices, credit ruined, game over. So why doesn't that happen to countries? That question sounds simple. The answer is not. And once you understand it, money never looks the same again. Right now, governments around the world are sitting on debt numbers that would destroy any household. The United States owes over $34 trillion. Japan's debt is more than twice the size of its entire economy. Italy, Greece, Brazil, pick a country. If you or I had debt like that, we wouldn't be watching this video. We'd be negotiating with collectors. Yet these countries keep borrowing. Markets keep lending. Life goes on. So what's the trick? Let's strip this down to basics. No jargon, no magic. When a person goes bankrupt, it's because of one simple fact. They owe money in a currency they cannot create. You can't print dollars in your garage. You can't extend your own loan forever. At some point, someone demands payment. Countries don't play by that rule. At least some of them don't. A modern government has something no person has. It controls the system the money lives in. Think of money like a game. You and I are players. Governments are the ones who designed the board. If you run out of chips, you're done. If the casino runs out of chips, it prints more. That doesn't mean there are no consequences. It just means the consequences are different. Here's where the story gets uncomfortable. Most government debt is not like a credit card bill. It's more like an IOU written to the future and then traded around the world. When a government borrows money, it issues bonds. Those bonds are bought by banks, pension funds, insurance companies, and other governments. Your retirement fund probably owns some. So when people say, "What if the government goes bankrupt?" what they're really asking is, what if the system collapses on itself? Because government debt isn't just debt, it's the foundation of modern finance. Banks use it as safe collateral. Markets price everything else around it. Central banks depend on it to control the economy. That's why letting a country fully fail is terrifying. Instead of bankruptcy, countries use softer words: default, restructuring, inflation. Same pain, different packaging. Here's the key difference. A person must earn money to pay debt. A government can change the rules of payment. It can extend maturities, lower interest rates, refinance old debt with new debt, or, in extreme cases, create more money. That's the move nobody likes to talk about. Printing money doesn't erase debt. It changes who pays for it. Instead of a clear bill, the cost shows up slowly. Higher prices, weaker currency, lower purchasing power. No bankruptcy court, no headlines screaming game over. Just a quiet transfer of pain. This is why hyperinflation countries don't go bankrupt in the legal sense. They dissolve debt by dissolving the value of money itself. It's brutal. And it works if your goal is survival, not stability. Now here's the twist. Not all countries can do this. Only governments that borrow in their own currency have this power. The US borrows in dollars. Japan borrows in yen. They control the printer. But countries that borrow in foreign currency, different story. Argentina borrows in dollars. So did Sri Lanka. So did dozens of countries that actually defaulted. They can't print what they owe. So when the bills come due, there's no escape hatch, no casino chip trick. That's when countries look a lot more like people. This creates a two-tiered world.
Strong currency nations get flexibility. Weak currency nations get discipline enforced by markets. And this is where the irony lives. The countries with the biggest debts often feel the safest because everyone else depends on them staying afloat. The US doesn't just borrow money, it supplies the world with the asset everyone uses as risk-free. If US debt truly failed, global finance would freeze, trade would cease, pensions would wobble, banks would panic. So markets keep lending, not because the math looks good, but because the alternative looks worse. This is the uncomfortable math. Government debt doesn't need to be paid off. It needs to be managed forever, rolled over, expanded, absorbed by growth, inflation, and time. As long as the economy grows faster than the debt burden, the illusion holds. When it doesn't, that's when things crack. You don't see bankruptcy, you see currency crises, social unrest, political chaos. The bill always arrives, it just doesn't come in an envelope. And here's the part nobody likes admitting. When governments solve debt problems, they usually do it at the expense of savers, workers, and future taxpayers. Quietly, indirectly, legally. No villain, no courtroom drama, just numbers shifting on screens. So why does this matter right now? Because debt levels aren't just high, they're structurally baked into how the system works. A world with less debt would be a world with less money, less credit, and slower growth. We've chosen leverage over restraint. And every year, the gap between what countries owe and what they can realistically produce gets wider. Countries don't go bankrupt like people do because they can change the definition of payment. The real question is not whether a country can survive debt, it's who pays for that survival when the math stops working. And when that moment comes, will it be loud enough for everyone to notice?